Hi, everyone. It's Jeanne Alleva. I hope you're all very excited following the global live update on Saturday with Ash Mufarah. I'm sure you've been watching the recaps, the lives that people have been sharing with their enthusiasm, and I just wanted to add a few thoughts myself. When Ash was talking on Saturday, he shared three words that were three pillars of our transition, essentially, and that was rise, reset, and refocus. And that made me think of bows and arrows. And I know that sounds funny, but hear me out. It's imagine yourself, you're in a large field and you have a longbow and a quiver of arrows, and you see your target out across the field. And you've wanted that target your whole life. It's right out there. So you pull out your bow, you get your arrow, and you aim. And then you notice that this field is filled with all these people all of a sudden. There are people with providing different targets, people selling bows and arrows, people, I don't know, eating, people milling around, creating chaos and noise. And suddenly you can't see your target anymore. You're up on tiptoe. It's hard to see. There's so much distraction. So what do? You don't give up on your dream, right? You have to get to higher ground. You have to rise. Number one, you have to rise. You need to get that higher, wider viewpoint. So you look around for a boulder or a tree or a hill to get up on so that you can see above the fray. You can see above all the people milling around, right? And from that vantage point, you can begin to, find your target again, right? But there may be, you have to cut yourself loose from the distractions down on the ground, right? There might be people trying to grab your ankles and pull you back down into that fray, back into the different targets or the other things. Be strong, breathe, and reset. Reset your mind, recommit to the target that you want. That is your dream, right? And then you can refocus. Those are the three: rise, reset, and refocus on that target that's across the field, right? From this higher vantage point, you can see it again, right? So then you pull out your arrow and you get your bow and you aim again, but then you stop and you say, what what if I miss? What if I run out of arrows? What what was I thinking? I've never been good at archery. I don't, what if I do hit the target and get all of my dreams and I don't know how to handle it? This, this is where the genius of Ash Mufarah comes in. Ash Mufarah, out of the generosity of his heart, has created or is creating this beautiful new platform called Victory with Ash. And this platform is going to be loaded with resources, right? Loaded with ways for us to empower ourselves, to better ourselves, to learn and grow and become better at archery, right? To become better at all these things. And if we utilize those gifts from within the platform, our view will become higher and wiser, and we will feel confident. We will be better versions of ourselves, confident that we will hit that target and have the wherewithal, the inner strength to be able to handle hitting that target and receiving all of our dreams, right? How many times have we heard of people say winning the lottery and blowing it in a year because they didn't have the internal fortitude and the wisdom and the skills, the financial skills, right, to be able to handle that? And this is what this platform is going to do for us. Victory with Ash, filled with expert advice, courses, videos, everything free of charge that Ash is providing for us So these three words, very, very powerful. Rise. Rise to that higher vantage point. Rise above the riffraff. Rise. Reset your mind. Understand that where we're going is going to be completely new, completely new. And then refocus on that target that never changed, that dream, that mission, that vision. Refocus on that. And then utilize the gift that is Victory with Ash. So let's watch our OES for those qualifying questions to enter into that new platform. Let's take those next steps towards our dreams. Cut loose from the past. If people are grabbing your ankles, just pick them off. Drop it. Be strong. Rise, reset, refocus. And let's achieve victory with Ash. It's going to be absolutely extraordinary. Much love.